If you've been shopping for a cruiser in 2026, you already know the problem. Every brand out there wants $10, $12, even $15,000 just to get you on two wheels with that classic cruiser stance. You scroll through listings, you see the chrome, you see the V-twin badge, and then you see the price tag and your stomach drops. Maybe you're a new rider, maybe you're getting back into bikes after years away, or maybe you just want a fun, cheap second bike for weekend rides. Either way, the market in 2026 makes you feel like owning a cruiser is a luxury you can't afford. Big engines, big price tags, big insurance bills, and bikes so heavy that new riders are scared to even back them out of the driveway. But here's the thing. What if I told you there's a brand new 2026 cruiser sitting on dealer floors right now with a price tag that makes almost every other cruiser look like it's overcharging you? A bike that's light enough for a 5-foot-tall beginner to handle confidently, cheap enough on insurance and gas that you could practically run it for a year on pocket change, and still gives you that real V-twin cruiser feel and sound. That bike is the 2026 Yamaha V-Star 250, and by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly why I'm calling it the most affordable cruiser you can buy this year, and maybe the smartest first bike purchase in the entire Yamaha lineup. So, let's get into the proof, because I'm not just going to throw claims at you without backing them up. The 2026 V-Star 250 starts at an MSRP of $4,799. Let that sink in for a second. That's thousands of dollars less than most beginner cruisers on the market right now. And yet this is still a real V-twin 249cc air-cooled with that signature cruiser thump that bigger bikes try to copy. Yamaha actually calls it the only V-twin in its class, and once you hear it idle, you'll understand why that matters. Now, talk about the seat height. 27 inches. That is incredibly low, which means almost anyone, regardless of height, can plant both feet flat on the ground at a stoplight. For new riders, that single feature alone removes so much fear and hesitation. Add to that a wet weight of around 324 pounds, and you've got a bike that's light enough to maneuver in a parking lot, push around your garage, or pick up if you ever tip it at low speed without needing 3 friends to help. Then there's the running cost, which honestly might be the most insane part of this whole package. The V-Star 250 is rated at roughly 78 miles per gallon combined. With a 2.5-gallon tank, you're looking at a bike that can sip fuel for days and barely make a dent in your wallet. Combine that low cost of ownership with cheap insurance because of the small engine size, and you've got a cruiser that costs almost nothing to keep on the road, while still giving you dual exhaust pipes, chrome details, wire spoke wheels, and that classic teardrop tank that makes it look like a bike worth way more than its price. So, to recap, the problem was clear. Cruisers in 2026 have gotten ridiculously expensive, intimidating, and out of reach for a lot of riders. The promise was that there's a bike breaking that trend completely, and the proof is right there in the numbers. Under $5,000, insanely low seat height, lightweight, fuel sipping, and still rocking a real V-twin heart. But here's where things get interesting, because a price this low always makes people ask the same question. What's the catch? Is there something Yamaha isn't telling you? Some corner they cut to hit this number? Highway performance, build quality, long-term reliability, resale value. There are a few things about this bike that nobody talks about in the spec sheet, and one of them might completely change whether this bike is right for you. Stick around, because in the next part of this video, I'm breaking down the one thing about the V-Star 250 that almost made me not recommend it, and whether it's actually a deal breaker or something you can easily live with.